Hey guys, it's Chris and welcome back to something else Amiga related. What do you got today? What did you buy? What's going on? What crazy idea do you have today? Back in 2007, there was this company called Efika. Efika. E-F-I-K-A. And they made a 400 megahertz free scale system on a chip, 32-bit PowerPC 603 processor, with 128 megs of RAM, and it looks like this. Ooh, that's cool. It's got a PCI slot. It does. To which I put a Radeon 9250 AGP card in with this crazy little adapter thing, and it sits in here like this. Now, because I bought the wrong card, it won't fit too well, because it kind of overhangs. One of our Discord members made, in their magic software, a Efika PPC backplate for a micro ATX case. And if I had the right video card, which I have, it'll be here tomorrow, 14 bones off eBay, brand new, it would sit in here and this whole thing would be the actual computer. Well, that's freaking awesome. What the Efika does it do? I'm going to put this bad boy together to show you what it does. So on my desk here, I have a standard ATX power supply. I have two forms of boot. I have a 2.5 inch 40 gig hard drive, and I have a 32 gig micro SD card. I'll do this second. So this has holes where you could mount a physical hard drive. 2.5 inch sits right on here. You have all sorts of different CD-ROM headers, your standard line in, line out microphone, a serial I/O, no video, Ethernet, 2 USB, and a fiber optical audio thingy. A 20-pin ATX and a CMOS battery, which was deader than a doornail. These are new old stock, and I purchased this Efika PPC right here from Directron. They are in Houston, Texas, and this ain't no freebie crap here. This is my wallet. 99 bucks and $25 to ship. So I spent $123 on an idea. Because I'm smart. Don't be like me. You will be in debt like I am, up to your freaking eyeballs. Efika PPC, I wrote on it, so when it lives on my shelf in the future, I'll know. B-Plan, that's the company. Efika 400 megahertz PowerPC single board computer with memory and CPU on board. Doesn't require a heatsink. I don't know, it's some kind of magic. Pegasus, wait a minute, that sounds familiar. So I'm going to write the command dev alias, and I'm going to type boot hd:0 boot efika.img. Right? Did I spell it right? Yeah. Check this out. Now this is on 2.5 rotational hard drive. We're building a blue butterfly. Morphos 316 loading. Efika 52 400 megahertz PowerPC. What did I just build? Whoa, stupid monitor. La 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 la. Choose your language. English from America. And we should see ambient in just a second. Bingo. We got Morphos. La la la. We have sound too if I plug the Devoon Tivu in. But I can build this off of this hard drive because I can say installation, I can go through the install and blah 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 blah. This was just a test to see if Morph OS, I'm not calling it operating system, Morph OS, would work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this down, right? Just by the normal menu, we're going to say shut down, and with everything Morph, no F's given, simply pop out this card. This is an actual hard drive. This is a 40 gigabyte. I'm going to put in this card, which is, I forget the direction, I think it's this way, and put this in here. reinsert this. Now this is a completed build. Turning the power back on. Alright, so now once Morph is installed, the boot image is called boot.img. So I'm going to type boot hd:0 boot.img. And it will load off of the compact flash card. I will have MorphOS on this, and it's installed. Ready to rock. Is it anything to shake a stick at? No, but it's a micro ITX system on a chip board with an Amiga, basically an Amiga OS on it. This should have more than enough power to run all sorts of neat things. There's my Morph. I have all sorts of things. Excuse me, everything is working. Now, there's nothing really on the base install. I have Minesweeper. Ooh, that's great. I don't know. Holy crap. Well, best I've ever done in my life. We are running in 24-bit 1900 by 1200 resolution. It's a pretty beefy display. That's great. We're going to shut this down. Poof! Turn the power supply off. Here's the processor right here, and it is not even warm at all. So for jumpers, we have the two lights, power supply and reset, or power switch reset. These are mounting holes for a 2.5-inch hard drive. These are micro ITX. So I went to Micro Center. Yes, I'm in my lucky pajamas. And I picked myself up the same thermal take that's on the desk right here in 600 watts, or 700 watts in 600 watts. And then I picked myself up some more Avon solder braid, because it was cheap. Then I picked myself up a half-pound roll for 30 bucks of the Chip Quick silver bearing solder, and a new tip for the Heiko because I bend them all the time. This little tiny board is going to go into this $50 Lee & Lee 170M Micro ATX chassis. And you're thinking, that looks really big, Chris. Look at your fat head compared to this box. Little tiny baby case.
He kinda looks like a baby.
No RGB craziness, no nothing major. The entire computer is basically going to sit right here. That's the only thing in here. I mean, once I get the video card, this basically is going to be that. That is the entire computer right there. Crazy, huh? Yes, it's in the wrong color, I know. That's all I had in the roll, and that's the whole entire computer. Can you say A1222? This is what I bought that full tower Thermaltake View 71 for. Something similar. The A1222 board is not much larger than this. A little bit larger. Micro ATX. And yeah, that's how it'll sit. There we go. One Efika NOS board. January 30th, 2007. New old stock. Smells like the stinkiest old electronics. It came with two fans. Does have room up here for a hard drive or something? I don't know. I need to pick up some black filament or clear. Once this is in, there is nothing in the front except two black fans right here. They look like they're 120 Lee & Lee branded fans. I do have an old power supply which acts up and is funky. I should use that one because it works enough for this low board. It needs literally 3.3 volts of power, and that's it. So, really quick, I'm going to go fire down some poultry products because the brother's starving, and then we're going to get on this. Okay, so this case don't work. The freaking board sits here like this. So I screwed in a piece of cardboard as a template. I'm going to go get some actual metal or something. I know what I need as far as Efika board punched out here, but I'm going to actually measure the entire area here on these screws and put a screw hole in here to make a solid plate basically, because this is jacked up. It doesn't doesn't work. I left the video camera on while I was at Lowe's. Anyway, I had to go to Lowe's and buy new drill bits because, yeah, the drill bits I have are junk. Some black satin paint, 2 pieces of Lexan glass that will cover this area. I may have to trim it down a little bit, or I can stick it this way. Probably stick it that way. And that's the game plan. So I'm going to pre-drill my holes. I got a thick one and a thin one. I'll probably use the thin one, and it has like this little film you can peel off, and I'll make it nice, and then I'll do my holes, and then I'll paint it, and then we'll mount it. Okay, so it's been about 30 or 40 minutes. I drilled the holes, screwed a couple of them up. I'm going to cut this because I screwed up these 2 bottom holes. Not that it really matters. I don't know if I'm painting this or not because I already got it in there, and I don't feel like taking it apart. I got 1 screw hole here that's a little bit I'm going to drill it out from the other side, make sure it's straight there, but it ain't going anywhere. I may have to pick the whole case up on this piece of Lexan. So, I'm going to put a power supply in it and fire it up. Finally, the tempered glass lid will go on with its thumb screws in the back. There we go. A little bit overkill. I don't like seeing the smart 600 watts there. I would probably peel that off too. Tomorrow I'm going to pop back here and we'll put the rest of the correct card in, and then we'll fire this little baby up and we'll make sure everything's groovy. I don't really need to paint the acrylic case because the back wall is black and, you know, it's fine. Yeah, you can see the acrylic in there. I don't think it's a big problem. It's not perfect at all. But no one's ever in your case. It's just you, and I'm content with it. I just wanted a little case for the Efika, and it's a Lee & Lee, and we'll check back in a little bit. I'm going to go drink some beer.